Hey folks, welcome back to McNeil's Garage. As you can tell, we are not in the garage today. We're going to be tackling the old 1 Ford Excursion 7.3. So we'll be back in a second. Alright, so what we got going on today is we're going to replace the thermostat in the old 7.3. Got to take the housing off down here. Got 3 bolt screws. Take the hose off. If I was smart, I'd probably drain the water out of the antifreeze, but I ain't that smart. So we're going to stick you right over here on the battery. We're going to put you in hyperspeed. Well, that didn't work out real good. There's 3 bolts on the housing. 2 are just regular bolts that holds the housing together. The third one is a long bolt with a plastic doohickey bob on top of it. The old Excursion got 420-some thousand miles on it. The old black washroom jigger on top of the bolt that goes down in the housing, I grabbed it and it just crunched and disappeared. So it's way down on the ground somewhere now. So let me show you. See that bolt right here? I reckon they do that because where the hose, you can't get the socket in there. So they put a little clamp on it. A little plastic doohickey bob. Well, after a while, they kind of like deteriorate. And when you touch them, they just gone. So I'm gonna get the trusty pliers that clamps and stick on it, see if I can get it loose. So I'm gonna put you back over there and go in hyper speed. Just hopefully this will get it out. All right, so we got the 3 bolts out. Like I said, I probably should have drained some water out of it. So I'm hoping I can just pull this hose and have all the water come out of it and antifreeze like it did. Not a whole lot. I need to go get me a screwdriver with the next best thing, a pair of channel locks, so I can get the thing up out of there. Yep, she's in there. She's in there. All right, let me go get a screwdriver. Right back. All right, we got a screwdriver. Yep, popped it right out of there. It don't look real good. Kind of nasty looking. So we got the other thermostat. I think it was staying open all the time because it would not get warm in the truck. And I can't tell if it's open or closed. It looks like it's open. There ain't no sign on it that says open or closed. So looks like it's just staying open all the time because you never get no heat out. And Mommy riding in the truck with me, she's not very happy because it's kind of cold. Y'all know the saying, if Mama ain't happy, you ain't getting fed. So went down to Napa, 373195, picked up a thermostat from Napa and an O-ring. You know, that's a good thing about these new thermostats. Nowadays they just take an O-ring. You remember the good old days where you had the gasket, you put the gasket goop on there and stick it down on it. Hopefully it stays lined up to get the bolts in it. Well, now it's got O-rings. So I'm gonna throw the O-ring on the outside here. I reckon it just sits up there like that, and that's how the other one was. And just stick it down in there. First of all, we'll clean up, make sure everything looks good down here. And it does. It's alright. Scrape that rust off and let it go right back down in the water. It'll circulate out somewhere. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look like it's brand new. So there you go. Now we're just going to put this thermostat down in there and redo the steps backwards like we just did. Now I really don't know what I'm going to do with that long bolt. I might go see if I can find another bolt so I don't got to do with that that thing with the plastic doohickey ball that just. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I went and found me another bolt. You'll never guess where I found the other bolt at. I went and took off the LS for this thermostat housing. So now when it comes time to put Tabby's thermostat back on, I have to find another bolt. But for right now, I can finish the project. And it fits down there about the same length, so we're going to try to put it where that other doohickey bob thing was at. So let's get back at it and let's reassemble it. There you have it. Got it all tightened back up. The other bolt I got, it was a 10 millimeter. So I got it down there, got the hose. I never did unhook the hose. But goofy me put the clamps on the back side, so I'll never be able to get the hose back off unless I take the housing off. But it's on there, so hopefully we won't be taking the hose off. So we're gonna start it up. She's gonna smoke a little bit. Hadn't been started all day, so she's a little bit smoky. So let me go start it up, make sure we check for leaks. They pay me for mosquito control. I can make all the mosquitoes run away. Let me bring in here. It don't look like it's leaking nowhere. Still got water left with it, so we'll let it run a little bit. Hope it warms up. I'm going to have some heat on going to church. So, I'll be back in a second. Well, we got it. It's nice and toasty in here today, so Mama should be happy in the morning. So, it heated up. So that should be, the heater should work just fine. As you can tell, the old Excursion's seen its better days. But let me see it in here. 422,000 miles. She's still a Jimmo. Still rolls on down the road. Headliner's still good. Got some rust issues. Like that. Like that. But maybe one of these days I'll get around to it and fix it. So anyhow, thermostat's changed. I reckon that was a problem. Like I said, I wish they had a open and close logo on it. That way you know it's closed or open. I know whenever it's closed, it gets hot. I reckon whenever it's open, it don't get hot. So I reckon that is the open and close thing. Anyhow, all right. That's all we did today was change the thermostat in the 01 Ford Excursion 7.3 Power Stroke Diesel. If y'all like it, subscribe and like to the channel. I'd appreciate it. It's just another one we did while we're waiting on the Impala, so hopefully we'll keep them coming. So like I said, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Sean McNeil, McNeil's Garage, and
Wendy,
saying see y'all later.